Alright. Cat's trying to help. I apologize for the previous couple videos. I've been busy chasing my tail with all this new and exciting DLC that I've never before seen, and I haven't been talking as seriously about the lore and universe and science and writing of Mass Effect. So I'm going to try and get a little more back on topic like I'm supposed to be with this video. So the next thing I'm going to shoot for is going to be the Warlord, which, if I remember correctly, should be Rex, so we can talk about the Krogans. I don't remember if I did already or not. Hey, I found my lighter. I was looking for that earlier. I had to borrow somebody else's instead. Don't worry, I'm just burning incense. I'm not doing anything exciting. But first, before we go off on this Warlord tangent, at the end of the previous DLC... What are you doing, cat? Sorry. I'm being distracted. At the end of the previous mission, we recovered an artifact, and it was this giant glowing orb to be pondered that reminded me of an orb from Squad. I have a screenshot saved somewhere that I guarantee I will not be able to find.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
So anyway, it's this big shiny orb. I'm going to assume it's in the cargo bay or in storage in some location. I mean, that is a big shiny orb, but it's not the orb. Right, since I'm here and the idea occurred to me, I should probably look into the reactors of this game and how they work, because fusion or fission or whatever kind of reactor this is that's powering things, it's a whole lot of radiation, and I should have like the skin melting off of my face. I mean, this is all, this room is obviously shielded and armored to an extent, but there's big windows and this big open door and a console, and what's all this smoke stuff down there? Are they just running a fog machine for, giggles to set the mood? Or are we all just about to die from a boatload of radiation? These two are some of my favorite characters in the game.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field lead.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
The relationship between these two characters and the accents and the banter is fantastic, and is one of my favorite parts of Mass Effect 2.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Where'd you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
Anyway,
Carry on.
as much as I'm enjoying that, that's not helping move things along.
I'm amazed Shepard came down.
I told you she would.
And then down here should be Jack. That bit I do remember. I guess I need to run around and talk to the crew just to keep up on things. But this is all going to be, boring generic dialogue options that are already all over YouTube and aren't helping the purpose of us making this video, so I'm going to skip that for now. Alright, talk to Jack. Like I said, standard, boring dialogue options. The cat is trying to help, and this is hard to do with a lap full of hair. Especially since, give it another 30 seconds, she'll be on my desk, walking on the keyboard, pushing buttons, doing who knows what. She ignores you all day until you're trying to do something. Anyway, we're supposed to be finding... Okay, that door is still locked. Is it in here? Oh, look. Cat. It's in the way again. Come on. I just kicked you out. I'm busy. I'm sorry. If you'd actually just stay in my lap, that'd be okay. But I don't want to use your tail like a pipe cleaner for my nose. Okay, so it's not in the cargo hold. So I'm just going to wander around the ship, see if I can find this artifact. Or I don't know if it is, a tangible thing that we can inspect and interact. Morden. He's a nerd that would have that.
The commander has put together an impressive team. I've never worked with so many aliens before.
They're a small army. We might just pull this mission off.
I think that is going to be my best bet. Meow? What? There's so much wasted space. I mean, look at that. You could stack bunks. The whole crew could probably sleep in this room. So much wasted space here in the design of this ship. Morden does not have the shiny orb. He is not pondering it. Meow. I wonder if the dialogue has been updated, with the DLC.
So, Hadley, how you gonna spend your next furlough?
You really think we'll have another shore leave?
Of course. Shepard's forming the best team this galaxy has ever seen. We're gonna kick some ass.
Sure you're right, man.
Commander.
I assume everything's going well up here?
It was until the thing started questioning my every move. It won't let anything slide.
You were deliberately falsifying maintenance reports, Mr. Moreau.
Not falsifying, tweaking. I always round up on task times. It makes us look good when we come in under.
Is this high school? Both of you, find something better to do with your time.
Of course, Shepard. It is a minor issue.
With a nuclear response.
Joker.
Shutting up now, Commander.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
I love Joker. Between Joker in the cockpit and those engineers downstairs.
What happened to the rest of the old crew?
Just enough humor sprinkled in.
Survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
Alright.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
He doesn't have anything to say about the orb. And it's not around. My last idea, if this is a tangible thing that I can interact with and ponder before we turn it over to Cerberus, if it hasn't been already, just automatically turned over to Cerberus, perhaps it's in the captain's cabin. When we first found it, it was large. It filled the whole room, and then it shrank to like the size of a basketball. So, is it extremely dense? Aha, it is in here. I must ponder the orb. That's it? It just makes a noise. Bobbles in size. That noise makes me think of Oddworld and is it Munch's Odyssey? Maybe I should do that for a Let's Play. So Oddworld has some interesting lore and races, and I have all of those games, and I've never beaten the two-dimensional ones. So maybe sometime in the miraculous future when I don't know what to do with myself, I will try that.
No messages for you, Commander.
Wow. Anyway. Oh, right. Kasumi's side quest is in this area. So, let's do that. And then we'll get more interesting dialogue options. I swear, one of these times, we're actually gonna do what I say we do. I'm pretty sure I already talked about the Krogan in a previous episode anyway. So, I guess that's a rant I don't need to go on. I'm not even gonna bother scanning that. It's so poor. I think. Thoofed? Dutch, okay. It's cold, low gravity, high pressure. Anyway, I think I'm going to take another little intermission here
Probe launched.
and look up some stuff about that drive I was talking about. And see if we can figure out how and why you can just walk into a running reactor and not have the flesh melt off your skin and vomit and bleed out of your eyes and all the other terrible things that happen when you're exposed to high radiation. Ask, some Russian submariners. Wheeler. Who names a planet Wheeler? If they ever decide to colonize it, I just finished watching Stranger Things. So if they ever decide to colonize this planet, then you'd have to have, the name of the capital would have to be like Nancy or something. Anyway. Hydrogen, carbon monoxide. So, it's hot, it's heavy gravity, it's high pressure. So they're not colonizing that.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
Is this another hydrogen helium gas giant?
Launching probe.
Hydrogen methane gas giant, okay. Anyway. Beckenstein. First wave of Earth's colonization efforts. I mean, slightly higher pressure, slightly lower gravity. Day length is 21 and a half hours. Long orbital period. Far distance. I mean, depleted. Alright. So this is one of Earth's earliest colonies, or one of humanity's earliest colonies. It's interesting. Wow, 6 points. Nice. And it's not letting me add a third party member. I guess whatever we're doing is too sneaky.
Looking good, Miss Allison Gunn. Hawk won't be able to keep his eyes off you.
Okay.
I assume Allison Gunn is my cover.
You run a small but talented band of mercs out in the Terminus systems. Precisely the type of person Hawk respects. I took the liberty of giving you a reputation. Papers, witnesses, article in Badass Weekly. Just don't start talking business with him, and you'll be fine.
That's an odd camera angle. Why are we stuck staring at her nose? It's not too far out of, the realm, though, since we've got all of these, like Zaid and Garrus and the other characters we have yet to pick up. Kind of like a band of mercenaries.
Remind me, what kind of man are we dealing with?
Hawk's a weapons dealer and smuggler. He killed my partner and stole his gray box. Other than that, he's not so bad. Rich, charismatic, willing to crack open a man's skull to get at the neural implants inside.
Take it I'm wearing this getup for a reason?
You'd look really out of place at a society party in armor, don't you think? You look great. You should wear this stuff more often.
Oh. I won't comment on those implications, but I will, point out, since this is hypothetically, personality based off of one of the characters from my book, I don't know if Lydia's ever worn a fancy dress, and would definitely not be comfortable not in armor. She's been in too many spaceships and been blown up and nearly died too many times to not have something, hard suit that's environmentally sealable against vacuum.
Now's probably a good time to fill me in on the details.
Hence
You
the
have
shaved
been
head.
waiting patiently.
Dirty.
Our friend Hawk is throwing a party for his closest friends. A couple dozen of the worst liars, cheaters, and mass murderers you'll ever want to meet. All bringing gifts as a tribute to the man himself. Our tribute is a lovely statue of your old friend Saren, rendered with loving detail and filled to the brim with our weapons and armor. You can keep your pistol as long as it's concealed. They won't hassle you over a sidearm. Once inside, we'll make our way to Hawk's vault door, somewhere in the back of the ballroom. Then, we case the security and start peeling away the layers. The statue should be there, waiting for you to crack it open and arm up. Then we just waltz into the vault and take back KG's gray box. And I'll finally get a chance to say goodbye.
You've worked really hard on this. KG must have meant a lot to you.
Was I that obvious? KG's gray box holds a lot of priceless personal memories. It's all that remains of who he was. But the secret he discovered is dangerous. I wouldn't bring you here if it wasn't.
So Shepard's only good to bring into the danger. Alright.
What's in the gray box that makes it worth all this trouble?
The gray box holds KG's memories. Everything from all the codes and plans he stole to all the time we spent together. Wrapped up in those memories is the secret he stole.
Again, with camera angles.
KG never told
Come
me
on,
what
guys.
it was, but the information got him killed.
This ought to be interesting.
That's what I'm going for. This is our stop.
She's all
After you, Ms. Gunn.
hidden in shadow and stuff. We don't even know what color her eyes are. You can't really
Hold a moment, ma'am.
tell.
There seems to be an issue with the statue.
Is there a problem here?
No, Mr. Huck. Just doing a scan.
I don't believe we've met. Donovan Hawk.
I guess we're supposed to be the distraction, right?
I've heard a lot about you. Name's Allison Gunn.
And I've heard a lot about you. You've been very busy lately, if the extra net is to be believed.
Sir, the scanners aren't picking anything up.
Don't think our guests would come all the way here from Ilium just to cause trouble. Do you?
Where do they pick up this accent?
You may pass through, Miss Gunn. You were invited after all. But I will ask your companion to remain outside. You understand, I hope.
Well, it'll probably be easier to just play along. After all, she is the master thief. She can find a way in, right?
No problem. You're the host.
Enjoy the party.
Well, that didn't go as I expected.
Any idea why he'd send you away?
No, we've never seen each other in person, and no one knows what I look like. Just watching his ass, I'm sure. I can't blame him.
What do we do now?
We go on with the plan. You'll just have to do all the talking. I'll stay out of sight and stick with you the best I can. We'll keep radio contact in case something goes wrong.
See, like I said,
Find the
you
door
just
and
sneak in.
the security. We'll figure out the next step then.
Is it just a shadow, or what's with the line on the... Yeah, okay, those are just shadows. It's like, why does she have such a hard line on the back of her arm? That makes more sense. There's nothing going on here,
How
though.
did you ever contain that situation in the hollow?
Oh, that? A quick application of force, a little pressure, and bam, done.
Thank goodness. I thought those rabble would dog you for years.
Some say Commander Shepard is still alive. Really?
Oh, please. It's wishful thinking at best.
That goes to a security room. We'll probably have to get in there at some point. Let's case the vault and figure out what we have to do.
Yes. Art.
What's your read on that Archangel guy?
I hear he's dead. Or gone, or something. Good riddance, I say.
I feel like Asari would get bored really easy.
Chief Rowe, huh? She sounds like a hard ass. If we could tap into the guard's communications, I could probably use this information.
I hear Mr. Hawk's vault is exquisite.
Who could know? He never lets anyone near it.
Say, what's that over there?
Hawk's bedroom, I believe.
Wow, who's his architect? This is a very impressive place.
Or a very large one, at least.
I feel like the window lift there could be useful, but I don't know if it'll let us... No, there's an overhang. We can't get up onto the roof. Never mind. I'll contain my shenanigans.
Hawk's private rooms are off limits without proper clearance.
I'm dying to get in there, but we have to scope out the vault first.
Is she just waving her hand around? Alright. I'm gonna throw in sci-fi tech stuff. We'll just call it augmented reality.
Very nice. There's more here than I expected. Password-protected voice lock, kinetic barrier, DNA scanner. Looks like an EX700 series. Everything a vault needs to be impenetrable.
This gonna be a problem?
Please, remember who you're talking to. We'll need to get a voice sample for the voice lock. You'll have to go chat up Hawk for that. We'll have to find a password too. DNA, child's play. We should find plenty of DNA samples in Hawk's private quarters. And the barrier? Cut the power. Never fails. If we can find it. KG could get through a system like this in his sleep. And I'm better. Let's get to it.
Oh, look.
It looks like the barrier's power cable runs under the floor here. I'll set your Omni tool to scan for electromagnetic fields.
I guess we'll chat him up now while we're at it. He's talking to somebody though. I don't want to interrupt. Statue, eh?
One sec. That should take care of the barrier.
Okay. Because that guy and his Asari didn't just see that. And Like, put the fake fireplace back down, you know? Come on. I'm assuming these NPCs aren't gonna wander off, so...
There he is. All you need to do is keep him talking long enough for me to get a voice print. Pull out the charm on this one, Shep. Whenever you're ready.
Shep. I don't know. Everyone almost always just says Shepherd. That does feel a little odd, having it abbreviated like that. For how little they know each other, this master thief seems awfully, friendly and personable and open for being a thief. You feel me? She should be hiding and dark and brooding, right? More like Jack.
After you.
Miss Gunn, good to see you. That scene at the door hasn't soured your evening, I hope.
I understand the security, but who would dare try to break into Donovan Hawk's home?
Gunn, in our line of work, we attract a certain element. Few understand the pains we take to keep the barbarians at bay. People these days want comfort, entertainment, love. They don't see that the galaxy is fragile. They only have to worry about simple luxuries. Why? Because people like me and you are doing the terrible things that keep the galaxy spinning. This party is for us, the cleaners, the support structure for the galaxy's gleeful delusions of peace. May there always be a market for the things we do.
That's a fair point. Someone has to be the bump in the night.
I said get him talking, and you got him talking. We've got enough of a voice sample. Let him go.
Enjoy the party, Miss Gunn.
Once we find the password, we can get past the voice scanner.
Okay. I'm assuming we have to get into...
That got it. The barrier's down.
Right, we have to get into his private room to get a DNA sample. And I'm assuming there will be, a convenient sticky note or something. Look under the router for the password.
Mr. Hawk's private rooms are off limits to guests without security clearance.
I mean, it's a game. We'll see what happens.
Clearance to go in.
On whose authority?
He got really grumpy about that. Like, the hell.
I have authorization from Chief Rowe.
Okay, 1 second. Chief Rowe, Samuels. Have you given access authorization to Mr. Hawk's private rooms? I see. I don't know who you think you are, but Rose says she's never heard of you. Nice try, though. Enjoy the party.
Private rooms. We need to get in there. That's the best place to find Hawk's DNA.
I'm surprised they didn't throw you out for that. Sorry, I have a magnet that is stuck to my desk. That's like... That made me a little paranoid. So, just for giggles, gotta save.
Let me unlock that security room door for you. There we go.
Alright, I don't even have to hack the thing.
Ready when you are.
For what? Now I have to hack the thing. I don't know what we're doing, but I'm doing it. Capacitors. Diodes, whatever the heck those are, some grounds.
back here.
Got something?
The password is Perugia.
Huh. That's the name of the man who stole the Mona Lisa. Nice. I tapped their communications. I think we can get past that private room guard. Tell him Chief Rose sent you. Now, I just take the voice sample we got from Hawk and... got it. Now we can crack that voice scanner.
But we already told him that. Alright, this magnet. It's driving me nuts. Anyway. That was easy. I expected to have to hack the safe. What is the point of this hallway? I guess this is another door, and there's a room over there. But seriously, ship/level design everywhere, everything. It feels like there's so much wasted space. In this case, though, fancy rich guy.
Mr. Hawk's private rooms are off limits to guests without security clearance.
I have clearance to go in.
Look, I already called in once. This is getting old fast.
Just try it again.
Fine. Chief Rose, Samuels again. These guests are backing.
They have access, Samuels. Now stop bothering me.
Got it. Sorry to bother you, ma'am. Okay, you're clear to go in. Enjoy the party.
I feel like that should have been harder. Must not be hiring much security. You know, these grunts are a little simple-minded, right? Those guys.
Look for anything we can get usable DNA from. Just make it quick and quiet.
No hair, no skin flakes.
The housekeepers must be thorough. Empty. Too bad. A cigarette butt would have been a good source. Not a great saliva sample, but it's still useful. We're going to need more than this for the scanner, though. Ha! Found a sample?
No, credit shit.
Oh, one credit. Alright, it's over here. Yeah, let's not.
The cleaners don't dare touch treasures like this. We can get some skin cells from the dust. It's probably contaminated, though. We should find another sample. No DNA. Looks like Hawk's been trying to crack KG's gray box.
I don't know.
Looks like he's missing something. He hasn't cracked the encryption yet.
I don't know about anybody else, but
Holographic interface. Won't find a sample here.
I was saying normal keyboards are great for picking up hair and skin flakes and food and so on.
We can probably get Hawk's DNA off the data pack. He seems to have obsessed over this. That should do it. Let's get out of here.
Now, can we get back down there without, having stirred the pot? Who knows what's on the other side of this door? Okay. Again, feels too easy.
DNA identification affirmed. Welcome, Mr. Hawk. Password required. Voice ID accepted. Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
I'll check for security cams. Go ahead and get dressed.
I find Saren an odd choice for things. Right? I mean, the statue of Saren. Even for her character of, was it Allison Gunn? Who, what, how, why would be the motivation for Saren? Rachni? Krogan?
So this is Hawk's fault. Very nice. This scanner will hone in on the gray box. It's not far.
Head of the Statue of Liberty.
How did Hawk get Lady Liberty's head? Damn you, Hawk! That's a Casa Locust. No, the Casa Locust. The gun that killed 2 presidents. Gorgeous. It even comes with a perfect copy, too. I'm sure Hawk won't mind if we borrow these.
Oh, what's this?
Finally, a submachine gun that isn't a pistol on steroids.
Oh my god. There it is.
Bless you.
Don't bother, Miss Goto. It's code-locked. I had a feeling that was you at the door. I knew if it was really you, you'd get through anyway.
You know me. I don't like to disappoint.
I need what's in your grey box, Kasumi. You know I'm willing to kill you for it. I'll admit your skills are impressive. You got into my vault like I'd left it open. But you're still going to die, screaming, just like your old friend.
Yeah.
Let's see you try.
Not gonna break something precious.
This is where your special
historical
skills come into play, Shepard. Let's do this. Look straight ahead.
No shields.
Going dark.
Let's try this other gun. Right. It sounds funny. What is this? That is the most ridiculous sound for a quote-unquote weapon.
Smoking. That had to hurt.
What?
Beautiful. Checking blueprints. There's a landing pad to the east. Let's get out of here.
Joker, bring the shuttle in, now!
Joker doesn't fly the shuttle. Is it a remote pilot thing? Won't let us interact with any of the other goodies. Just kind of disappointing. I wanted to see the other stuff he had.
Stone silent. Down you go.
What is this thing, and why can't I just drive it, crush the robot? I don't know if it's like good or bad, but the noise it makes that gun is ridiculous, and I love it. Like, it actually says pew pew. Costing me too much ammo. Now for the other pew pew.
Now you see me. Can't get there.
I see them. They're out of the hold. Seal them in.
Damn it! We have to find another way.
Alright, here's another thing to hackety hack. Alright, I need green and purple. Orange and blue. Come on. Okay. I need green and purple again. I'm running out of time.
Here we go. Taking cover.
What is with all these missiles? Goodness, that's loud.
Have you been drinking?
I think I was shooting before you jumped in there. That's one way to get out.
Kill Allison Gunn. Bring the other girl.
You hear that? Watch her alive.
Gotta drop the shields before we can hack the thing. Can't see through the fire. Why is that humming so loud? Alright. Try. Through the shields. So I can hack it at the robot. Armor protects it too. Interesting, interesting. Well, thinned the herd. I'm glad that this box isn't a break. Bad timing. Bad timing. Now. There isn't anyone left but me and that. I was gonna say, how long does he just get to sit there and shoot? I feel like we need big gun with a little more penetration for this thick hide. Look at that.
That
They're through my shields!
I mean...
Tear you apart!
Now you see me.
Contact.
Going dark. Can't get there.
I'll take it.
I mean, I didn't kill him, but alright.
Keep them busy. I'll take care of this myself.
I saw that coming. Yeah, boss fight, right? You know, you want something done right, do it yourself.
Going dark.
Ooh, that's a grenade.
Down you go. Cloaking.
Sorry, my hand cannon outranges your shotgun. It's funny how it just kind of leans there. So, what is he gonna have in store for us? One of them power suits. I'm out of water. And suddenly I have a rifle that I don't have. I feel like it wouldn't be that hard to kill.
Incoming! Get down!
Gunship.
Could have done this the easy way, though.
Allow me to show you the hard way.
Look left. Going dark.
Dang. Alright. Should have taken the
Lay down your weapons.
rocket launcher. Instead of flamethrower. So now I'm shooting at a gunship
Down.
with a pistol.
Get ready. Now you see me. On my screen.
Oh, my phone's done charging.
What did you tell your friend, Kasumi? You're doing this for love?
Look behind you! Going dark. Can't do that right now. They're coming from the front.
I want to know. What kind of rockets they're using. And why can't I hit this person? What's going on?
Now you see me. Taking heavy fire! Ha! Eat it!
I didn't need to, but I don't know. That was embarrassing.
Gunship back and with full shield. If I can get to the ship, I can take down the shield.
Even if you escape, I
Down you go.
Careful, men. What the gate hurt bit? Fight. Take.
Shepard, I need a clear path to the gunship. Take out these guards.
Alright. Guards I can deal with.
Watch your back.
You doing?
Do what you like to this gunship. I'll have a squadron of them.
So now his hubris is going to get in the way.
Got a clear shot. Here we go.
Some Assassin's Creed stuff there.
Shields down. Let's tear that thing apart. They're to our left.
This is going to be long if he's just going to go recharge his shields. Okay, he didn't get his shields recharged.
Too late to get down to this. Five Kasubi.
On our left.
No, if she's capable of all them fancy acrobatics. Why does she do that all the time? I need the ammo. Oh, look. And here's the shuttle. Why didn't he, like, shoot down the shuttle? You know, without generic, to be expected comments on the criminal underworld and the dealings of Cerberus, there isn't really a whole lot to add to that, story writing wise. I mean, we're certainly getting to see more of Kasumi now.
Kasumi, if you're seeing this, it's because I'm dead. The information we found is all here. It's big, Kasumi. If the Council ever got wind of this, the Alliance could be implicated. Kasumi, I encrypted the information to keep it safe. And I uploaded the encryption key to your gray box, so no one could get the whole package. But if I'm dead, and if anyone knows about this, then I've made you a target, my love. I'm so sorry.
Keiji.
I know you, Kasumi. You'll want to keep these memories forever. But you don't need some neural implant to know I'll always be with you. Please, Kasumi, destroy these files. There's nothing more I can do to protect you.
I can't do that. This is all that's left.
Goodbye, Kasumi. I love you.
But what are the files? What's going on? I want to know. What is the Alliance being implicated in? And now it's my choice, of course.
Is there any way we can just destroy the information?
No. Keiichi's a master at encrypting files. He laced the information into his memories. You can't get one without experiencing the other.
I feel like Lydia would want to keep those, to have that hand to play, that thing in her deck of cards. Besides, he's dead, right?
If it's that important to you, keep it. Just make sure you're ready to live with the consequences.
Yeah, I am. I'll stay off the grid. No one will know I exist. I think I want this. Thanks, Shepard.
Okay then. That went on a bit longer than I intended. That's actually some interesting DLC. Even if it doesn't add, a whole lot, science universe-wise. Oh, look, and now we're back in the skirt again.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
It's still weird not playing as a soldier and having all the firepower at my disposal. Because that's what I've always done. This here on the tube is my first time doing this tech power stuff. Let's go see if this Kasumi has anything more to add. We'll strike up an interesting conversation. Give us that, tidbit that fills out the lore.
There you are. I really appreciate your help with the Hawk heist. I've been going through Keiichi's gray box. It's so nice to have him back. Even in that form, I miss him.
I wouldn't call it a heist. I mean, we kind of shot our way out.
Zaid's strolling around like he owns the place. But he seems a little confused. 20 years of seeking revenge, and now it's over. One of the girls in navigation thinks she might be pregnant. Even aboard a Cerberus vessel, life finds a way.
Oh.
Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Alright, well, you heard the lady. Come back later. I'll have more to talk about. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Drag the algorithm along for the ride. And I'll come up with some science to actually talk about. Hardy hardy.